faded.
It's all good.
You know what? Easy shrimp, Louisiana style. Easy crock pot shrimp, Louisiana style. Just call it shrimp. You don't ever have the names.
Shrimp! We're gonna call it shrimp!
You don't ever have the names. Like, I end up writing it for the post.
You know what you sound like?
What?
You sound like Bubba, again, from Forrest Gump. We're gonna call it shrimp. We're gonna call it bayou shrimp. We're gonna call it Cajun shrimp. Shrimp sandwiches, shrimp gumbo, shrimp Creole, pineapple shrimp, fried shrimp, boiled shrimp, broiled shrimp. That's about it. How about if I just call it
Shrimp.
shrimp? Hi, and welcome back to another edition of Cooking Chris's Dishes with the good old boy. That's supposed to be with an E at the end, but the E's faded out, but it's all good. And I am here to cook up recipes straight from recipes.crock.com, which is my beautiful wife's cooking blog. And today we're going to do another recipe that I am excited to do. Yay, another seafood dish in a crock pot. And we're doing this one from Crock Pot. It's a crock pot cookbook. Crock Pot, the original slow cooker recipe collection. And we went straight to the seafood recipes because there's me and the mouse in my pocket.
Yeah.
And I found a very simple recipe, a very delicious recipe, and it reminds us of the times when we would go visit my brother who lived really close to New Orleans. And we are having an easy Louisiana style shrimp. And we're going to make this in our slow cooker, and you will need the following ingredients. Naturally, shrimp. Now, before we go on with the recipe, I just want to say there's another argument that's going on in our house. And it's over the size of the shrimp. Now, this recipe calls for a pound of medium, unpeeled, raw shrimp with the tails on, and make sure that they're deveined. I call this one William.
No.
Anybody out there get that joke?
No.
Huh? Knots Landing? Anybody? That's a little rough. Anyway, you want your shrimp deveined. Get the mud vein out of there because, well, ew. And these are medium shrimp.
That's
These are
right.
what? These are what?
The best. 30-40?
30-40s. 30-40s. Now, 30-40s are fine.
And what does 30-40 mean for that?
30 to 40 shrimp in a pound.
Yes.
I am a shrimp snob. I like mine 21-26s
And
at
I'm
the
a
smallest.
I'm a shrimp snob, and I like them that size.
She like them little, I like them big. I could go for prawns all day long.
No.
But she went and did the groceries, so naturally we're having the littler shrimp. But actually it says in the recipe to have medium shrimp on hand. So 1 pound of a medium-sized shrimp, unpeeled, tail on, mud vein gone. You also need a half a cup of butter, which is 1 stick that's been cubed up. You also need, I don't have my glasses on, so pardon me again, 1/3 cup of lemon juice. Actually, what we're going to do is we're going to take the juice of 2 lemons, and I'll get back to that in a minute. You need 1 tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce. We call it Lea & Perrins because we can. That's the only way we can pronounce it. So 1 tablespoon of Lea & Perrins or an equivalent sauce. 1 teaspoon of a seafood seasoning. We're using Old Bay. And then 1 teaspoon of minced garlic. And we're also using a half teaspoon of salt, a half teaspoon of black pepper. And then you also want to have 1.5 teaspoons of grated lemon peel, plus additional for the garnish. And then, depending on how you want to cook this, you could do it with crackers like we could do here, or you could do it with cooked rice. It's however you want to do it. That's optional. The first thing I want to show you is me closing the book. We'll get that out of the way so we don't get any juices and stuff on the book. And you're going to want to take 2 lemons. And my wife was gracious enough to do this for me already because she is great. But you want to take your lemons and grate the peel off of them, just like that. You'll see it start to come off a little bit.
And we are using a micro grater, which we'll put a link to in the blog post.
Not a micro grater. Micro does not sponsor this show. If you did, that'd be great. What's up, Mike, if you're watching? But it grates it up really small. And then my not even suggestion here, my warning to you is when you grate your lemons, make sure you grate the yellow off. When you get to the white, stop. The white is the pith. That's the bitter part. You don't want that. You want the citrus flavor of it, not the pithy flavor. That's P-I-T-H-Y in case anybody's censoring me here. But anyway, after you've grated your 2 lemons, and that'll give you enough.
We're not going to measure. We're just using 2 lemons, juicing them, and we're doing 2 lemons worth of zest for the end. So, but you want to zest before you cut your lemons to juice them, or that would become very difficult.
It'd be hard to zest a juiced lemon.
Mm.
You can keep narrating if you want. I'm just going to keep squeezing.
No.
It'd be really cool if you would do that in a Morgan Freeman accent.
I don't.
Because, you know, when we get rich and famous, we're going to hire Morgan Freeman just to narrate me cooking these videos.
Yeah.
Can you hear it now? Mikey took a lemon. He put it in a squeezer.
A squeezer?
And he squeezed the lemon. And the juices flowed from that lemon. When Mikey got done with that lemon, he took the other lemon. And he put it in the squeezer. And he squeezed that lemon.
Oh.
Oh. Mikey missed some of the juices. But it's alright, because Mikey still had another half a lemon. And you squeeze it in there.
Okay, turn it to the side after you're done, and it'll let all the extra out. Preferably in the cup. Yes.
There it was. What happened?
You're pushing the pulp through the...
Oh, you don't want the pulp. But the... Mike had never squeezed a lemon before. Anyway, there you go. You got a juice from a lemon. Now, I put my book up.
Okay.
So I don't remember what to do.
Okay. So
I should have read the directions.
It's alright. What you're going to do is you're going to put your shrimp in the crock pot.
I said in a Morgan Freeman accent. Come on.
I'm sorry. I don't
Mikey
have
put
one.
the shrimp in his crock pot.
All of them.
All of the shrimp.
Did you get them all? Oh, okay. All right.
Yes,
and then
I
you're
did.
you're gonna put everything else in the crock pot except for the lemon peel, which you're gonna keep for the very end.
Keep talking.
Oh, I'm sorry.
They're listening.
And now the Shire sauce. And now I don't know what that is. Oh, the seafood seasoning. And the garlic. Now get yourself a spoon, like a wooden spoon or something, somewhere. And
over the rainbow.
Stir it up.
Preferably don't splash it all over the floor.
Yes. And what's wrong now?
I just didn't want to splash it all over the floor. Because here's the thing about seafood when you're cooking it, especially slow cooking.
Yeah.
It smells great.
Yeah.
But if you get it on your counters and on your floors, it's going to be there for a while.
Yes.
So
Yes.
let me make sure I clean that up really quickly.
Oh yes.
All right, so it's
And
all
really do it this time.
mixed up.
Not just say you're going to do it.
Don't rat me out to my people.
Salt and pepper. Yes, I forgot. And that I just did to taste.
You tasted raw shrimp?
No. Like you always put 7 grinds on everything, no matter how much it calls for, because that's what you think is appropriate.
7.
Alright, stir it up, and then you put the lid on, and you cook on high for an hour.
1 hour.
Yes.
You said on high, right?
Yes. You don't have to, it's going to all
good.
meld together, so you're done.
Okay.
There we go. Stop.
I love teasing you. All right, so that, put a lid on it.
Put
On high.
Yeah.
1 hour.
Wash your cooking area before you
Wash your cooking area before you go on. Oh, wait.
That's
You're just
you.
telling me what to do.
Yes,
Okay.
I'm telling you.
She's very good at telling me what to do.
Yes. He says he doesn't always enjoy it. I don't know why.
Oh, I love it. All right. Grab a wet paper towel.
And you need to wash your hands too, because you.
And you need to wash your hands too, because you handled raw shrimp.
Now, if you're gonna serve this as an appetizer, you can eat it with saltine crackers like they do down in Louisiana, which is what I think I have prepared for you. We also have in that little red crock pot, we have one of our very favorite sides, savory Parmesan rice, which is also on the site.
I will do it both ways.
Yes. And so it's going to be yummy. Yummy, that would be like a main dish. So you just serve up your shrimp over your rice or with your crackers, and then you sprinkle the lemon zest on top when you're serving it.
There's my rice. There's my crackers. I will show you both ways.
I'm not sure.
I'm trying to make it pretty.
Oh, okay.
And I should probably get a spoon for that, too.
Mm-hmm.
That'll work. That strings off the juices. Wow, this smells really, really, really good. That Old Bay seasoning really does make it smell.
It honestly tastes like what we had down there. I love it.
My brother used to live down, like I said, in New Orleans, and he invited us to come down. And we go down to the French Quarter, and we would eat shrimp and crawfish that they would have fresh made down there. We went to a few shrimp and crawfish boils growing up when I was a kid while he lived down there. And I'm a seafood freak. I'm a seafood fanatic. If it swims in the ocean, I want to eat it, especially shrimp. I grew up, this is one of my favorite foods ever, shrimp. So I shall try it. Now, and we were discussing this along with the rice. I bet it tastes really good with the rice. The one thing, though, is... Oh, I forgot to garnish. You got to peel your shrimp. So when you go to eat your rice...
That's for, like, all of it, not...
Oh. My bad. You weren't explicit in your instructions. All right, so let's try it.
Yeah, you're going to have to peel it, so...
Yeah.
I mean, technically, I think you probably could make it without the peels on. But, like, when you get it at a restaurant, they have the peels on, too.
And here's the thing about your smaller shrimp.
I know.
Is when you cook them in the peel, the smaller shrimp, they tend to fall apart.
Oh.
It just happened. You saw on camera.
You forgot the cracker.
I don't need a cracker. Okay. All right, we'll try this again. A little bit bigger shrimp here is good. Pop the tail off, skin off of there. On a cracker. Make sure I get a little bit of that lemon peel on there.
That has become one of my favorites. Period. I love it. It's so good.
That and a nice cold beer. It really reminds me of Louisiana. Sweet tea would be great with it. I'm going to try the rice too with it. So, again, like I said, it's a little bit of work peeling your shrimp. So yeah, you could try and peel shrimp. But I think there's a little bit of flavor in the peels that comes out that might add a little bit of flavor to it. So now, I will show you a close-up of what it looks like, just in case you can't see back here.
That's our Parmesan rice.
That's your Parmesan rice. Right there. See it? Shrimp, rice. There's a little stringy right there from the Parmesan cheese. It's all over the counter now.
Like that?
A lot. That's delicious.
I'm thinking like you double, quadruple this for like parties.
Like the size of the shrimp, or?
No.
She's starting to agree with me. Yeah, if you took 5 pounds of shrimp.
Then we could go purchase the newspaper, like old school newspaper, lay it out.
Do any of y'all read newspapers anymore? Because like you hardly ever see newspapers anywhere.
Well, we read the news, and we read it from newspaper sources, but we just don't get the physical newspaper. Oh, you're going to combine.
Yeah. Everybody said I was crazy, but my cheese did slide off my cracker. I'm so happy right now.
I think it's delicious. Delicious.
If y'all like seafood.
Michael.
if y'all like seafood, that took what, maybe 2-3 minutes to prep, 2 or 3 minutes to put together, an hour to cook, and it's done. If you want to have the rice, like I said, we'll put the recipe up for it. And how long did it take to cook the rice?
The rice takes about 2 hours.
So an hour for the shrimp, 2 hours for the rice. If you don't want to do rice, grab a box of saltine crackers and go to town, man. And honestly, that's all you need.
I think it would be perfect for like parties that you want to serve shrimp at, like holidays. Can you imagine? Like,
That's another thing it reminds me of. Back when I was a kid, my brother brought his brother-in-law and his wife up, and they did a shrimp boil. They brought up all kinds of food from Louisiana. They had shrimp, they had crawfish, they had red snapper, or not red snapper, I'm sorry, redfish, and showed a really cool way of cooking that with a really hot cast iron skillet. But the shrimp boil was fantastic. Had corn and potatoes and all kinds of stuff in it, you know. And it reminds me a lot of that. This is the simplest way to do it. A few ingredients, put them together in a crock pot, let it cook for an hour, boom. You've got shrimp. You've got a meal for a party, a large family. That right there, that pound of shrimp is probably just enough for me. So, but again, real simple and easy to make and fantastic. This is delicious. We want to thank you guys again for watching another episode of Cooking Chris's Dishes with the Good Old Boy. And if you would, check down around somewhere in this video. There's a little red box that says subscribe. Click it and ye shall become a part of the cooking family. The slow cooker
oh my.
Lord have mercy. We want to thank y'all again for watching another edition of Suppin'. Wow. Okay, last time. We want to thank y'all again for watching another episode of Cooking Chris's Dishes with the Good Old Boy. And if you have not already, click the little red box that's somewhere in here that says subscribe, and ye shall become a member of the Crockpot Slow Cooking family that we have raising and growing, and really am enjoying the comments and the likes and everything that we're getting, the feedback we're getting from y'all. Here's another recipe. I cannot say recipe to save my life. But here's another recipe that I want y'all to comment on. Let us know if you like seafood dishes. If you do, tell us what you like. What kind of seafood dishes would you like in a slow cooker? I'm going to make a request and say, please no salmon. Because salmon makes the house smell funny. And if you put it in a crock pot, I'm sure it's going to make it smell very funny. And I don't want to have clowns over for dinner. So, please subscribe. Check us out over on Facebook at Recipes That Crock, as well as Good Old Tunes with Good Old Boy, where we promo these videos as well as show music and other fun things from the family. And again, you keep watching and we'll keep cooking and all will be well. Now get in my belly, little shrimpy.
Oh my goodness.
Bye.